Family is often where we expect to find our greatest love, support, and acceptance, and yet it can also be the place where emotions run the deepest. One situation many of us can relate to is when we have to make difficult decisions and we're doing our very best in a challenging situation, only to have family members do what I call Monday morning quarterbacking and really telling us what we should have done differently. Welcome to Meaningful Meditations, Applications for Every Day. My name is Charlotte, and today we are looking at real practical solutions to daily stressors. Sister Priya, just bringing up this topic starts a fire in my gut. What is the best way to navigate family criticisms without becoming angry and disappointed?
Yeah, I think, Charlotte, that gets you really, because especially a criticism. Oh, you should have done that. You should have done that. Why you didn't think about this? What
Yeah.
happened and why you didn't call us or why you didn't. He said, well, I called. You didn't pick up my call or you were busy. Like, I think that's something which really gets us because they are my kin. They are my family, and I've spent many years with them and they have noticed me grow and we have grown together, whatever relationship it could be. But then when you take it so personally to your heart, that's where it comes because you did your best. And my job is not make you understand that I did my best, you see.
Hmm.
Sometimes we bring this people pleasing aspect there because we want everyone to say, oh, you did a good job. We want a pat on our back from everyone. Say there are 10 people, 10 people want to say, oh, you did a great job, but you will never receive that. Even though we would love to have it, but maybe one or two people will appreciate it. Other two people say, well, she could have done better or he could have, did this. Because sometimes I feel if you get carried away by people's comments, even though that person means a lot to you, but I would say just to slide it off, and to really be with this peace in your mind that I did my best and I communicated, I reached out, and whatever I knew at that moment, I offered and did the best. It's okay if people don't understand that. It's okay because, and also to give this benefit of doubt for them, they're all coming from the space of love and they are not coming from the space of that you are a bad person. So if I could give this opportunity, at least this thought for them that maybe, they're coming from a space of good intention, or there is other possibility also when some family member is not very nice to you and maybe they really are angry with you and they do not like you. We do have people who don't like us, right? So when
Mhm.
someone like that tells that, then we say, you know what, that's their opinion. That's fine. I don't have to make them like me. That's okay. I just let it go and keep doing my work.
It seems that there's this piece of me when I think about this has to do with this lack of trust. Like something was put in my hands to manage, and now it's being micromanaged as if there wasn't any trust that I was doing my best, or in some way was just not measuring up.
Yeah.
And that's hard to swallow sometimes.
Yes, very true. Micromanaging is not it's not an easy job because sometimes I feel people who micromanage, they want to do it, but also they don't want you to do it. Like they want to
Mm.
have a hand there. It's like I think it's connected with a lot of, losing control because the people who are micromanaging you, they do not have a sense of security with them. They're letting go of the sense of control because they want to control, they want to get involved, they want to comment, they want to criticize, and at the same time, they're not ready to do the job. They're not ready to offer the time. They're not ready to offer what it takes. So what they do, they push the people who are who are the brave ones to go and deal the issue, and so they will just comment in the back, keep commenting, oh, do this, go there, do this, call this person, do this. So then the person who's in the front, like you said, may definitely feel frustrated because you either let me do it or you do it. It's
Exactly.
that mindset that okay,
Yeah.
because you feel there is no freedom to operate, and even if you do it, there's a lot of criticism, like you said, a lot of criticism, and then a lot of you're answerable, and sometimes
Mm.
we don't want to be answerable because we're adults, we're not little kids. to feel controlled, being controlled, because I think as adults no one wants to be controlled, no one wants to feel too much answerable to every little thing they do. And that
Hmm.
is what family happens, because in the family eyes you're still their child, you're still their younger one, so they feel they have the right to correct you, they have the feel to comment you, because even though you're grown, you're an adult, but in their minds, oh, this is my little one, or this is my cousin, So because of, I think, because of that sense of, in their impression, they tend to, control you. But I would say if you're in the place of being micromanaged, I would say do whatever you have to do and either ignore them, or because sometimes what happens is family is even if you tell them don't do this, they'll still do it. So the best course of action is to just keep doing your work and keep ignoring their comments and criticism, and keep it between you and the person who you're delivering your time or service to them.
I think it was interesting you mentioned that micromanagement is really their insecurities and their loss of control, and not so much necessarily what they're thinking about what I'm doing, but what they have lost. And I think that's a really interesting and something pretty powerful in terms of really stepping away from the situation and going, is it really me? Or what else do they have going on?
Yeah, that's very true, because sometimes
Mhm.
with the with the elderly people, or people who are senior in your family, they always have that, especially even generational wise, I would say, because that generation might have this sense of control and sense of like keeping it close knit, and everything stays in the family, and then everyone has a say in everything, you see. So it's a different mindset also, but definitely micromanaging definitely indicates that someone is not ready to let go. Especially they love to keep that responsibility with them. So but when they are able to see it, that the other person doesn't need me anymore, that also creates a sense of fear for them. Oh, you know what? They've grown up so much, they don't need me anymore. Not an
It's
important.
almost like a loss.
Yeah, I think some
Yeah.
people are not ready to accept that, because they want to be that important family member. They want to be the go-to person for everyone in the family. And so I think that also plays a role in the,
Mhm.
family dynamics.
I think sometimes what happens in those situations is that the fire is fueled, if you will, by comments. So someone said something to you about in micromanaging sort of way, and now you're ready to lash out. Sister, what do you suggest is the best comment back? And maybe there isn't a comment back, but what is the best response, I should say, in situations like that where we can still maintain our cool,
Mhm.
um, and get through the situation without feeling this way, this kind of irritation and hurt?
Yeah, definitely. That's a very good practical question.
Hmm.
Because what I would say is sometimes, when you hear people's comments, suggestions, especially from seniors and elders, I would just say yes, yes, yes. I will sincerely listen to them. But in my mind, I'll tell them I don't have to necessarily implement them. I don't have to execute
Hmm.
them. I don't have to do them. I will do what feels right and what is the right based on the situation. But as a sign of respect, I will listen to them. I will nod my head. I would acknowledge them. I say, oh, that's a good point. Thank you for giving this advice. I don't have to do it, because sometimes we feel obligated. If I listen, I feel somewhere I'm afraid, oh, I'm obligated to do what they say. And when if it comes back to you, why you didn't do it, you can always give thousand reasons. Oh, I was not able to do it, or that was not available. You see, it's not to put them off, but mainly to as a sign of respect. So you don't take everything they say personally, is to understand that I'm still a master. I'm still a master of myself. I'm still an adult. I still can do what I feel is necessary to do. But I can also be humble in collecting and listening to everyone's opinions, because it's a family. It's not only my personal thing. It's about everyone, because whoever I'm taking care of, they have other relationships, right? So, and they also
Sure.
have a say in it. So I listen to them, but I don't have to necessarily execute it and do it as they say. And I feel then that gives you a lot of inner freedom. You know what? I'm just listening to them. That is all. I can decide it as what is good, based on the situation later on. I don't have to explain to them right and then and there. Oh, you know what? This is the backstory. Please understand me. Sometimes we go with this like, please understand me. What I am thinking. This is what I'm doing. And sometimes people may not understand where you're coming from. You know.
Right. It almost seems that if when we take that approach, there might actually be some good advice in what they're saying to us, and
Mm-hmm.
we're more open to them when we're not angry or upset. But again, being able to sift through that file and decide what is going to be used or not is helpful
Yes. I think you have that
when
open.
you're clear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Openness, like go with the open attitude. Well, prepare your mind. Okay, I'm going to go and meet a lot of people, but I'm going to just be open and listen to them, be cool. I don't have to say anything. I don't have to explain myself. I just say yes. Right now, I'm in the collection mode. I collect, I smile, I nod, I hug, I give them respect, and that is it. I finish that episode. And when I come back, I can always work with what I listened. Maybe, like you said, something might be good. I can use them.
Hmm.
Most of the other things, I can just let it go.
Right. Well, thank you, sister. This has been very, very helpful. If you like this content and would like to hear more, be sure to hit the subscribe button and we'll see you next time. Thank you, Sister Priya.
Thank you, Charlotte.